This is Billy McDaniel for Downeast Design. I want to show you how easy it is to upload a photo using my content management system. To get started, let's go to the admin section. Now that I'm here, I'm going to click on the Manage tab. There's only three choices under Manage. They are Products, Photo Gallery, and Slideshow Images. I'm going to click on Photo Gallery and then find the album that I want to upload an image into. If I go to my page, the album that I want to add is Live Bands. So I'm going to click on Live Bands. From here, click the Browse button and find the band image that you want to add. Add photo. It uploads to the server and your image appears down here with the others. I'm going to make it appear in the front of the line so that it becomes not only the first image on the list but also the album cover. If you go back to the page and you hit refresh, you'll see Live Bands was this picture, but now it's going to be that picture. And uploading photos is really as simple as that. You can take it a step further if you want, and I'll show you how slideshow images are uploaded. A slideshow image, in case you don't know, is this. I'll go to the welcome page, scroll down, and you can see my slideshow. I have a series of ads that flash every 8 seconds. There's a dissolve or a wipe or some kind of flash effect that kind of gets in the middle of the the transition, but it's a really simple way to show off a series of photographs, or in this case I'm using it to make it look like a giant advertising box. Now these slideshow images don't have to be this size. You can shape, like if I wanted this, I can make this a really narrow rectangle, or I can make it even a really tall, thin rectangle if I wanted to, or it can be perfectly square. It doesn't matter what the shape is, as long as the images that you feed to it are always the same shape that you've decided to make your slideshow. Let's go back to the admin, and I'll show you how to add, not only how to add an image, but how to configure the slideshow afterwards. So I'm just going to browse for an image, and I already have one picked out here. Upload it, and since I'm going to have these go in a specific order, I'm going to push it back a couple of notches here. I want it to be the fourth one. I scroll down, and here's how you configure your slideshow. You can put it on random shuffle if you want, and instead of going chronological order, they would just randomly pick. Since my slide is set up in an almost like book fashion, I want them to go in almost like numerical order. So I'm going to choose ordered sequence. Now the next question on the list is, clicking on a slide allows you to visit the URL or show the next slide. Well, all of these I have a URL associated with, except for the new one, which I'm actually going to copy and paste one of the other ones. So now they all have a URL associated with them. And I'll have to go put this back the way it was. I'm going to make it so that when you click on a slide, it visits the URL. The navigation preference is whether it shows the controls or hides them. I'm going to have it hide the controls. The intervals between slides is by default 5 seconds, and I really want it to be 8 seconds, but the only choices are 5 and 10. I think I'll go with 10. The transition effects, there's fade, background fade, circles, blocks, fluids, lines, and random. I almost always use random because it randomly picks between the available wipes and dissolves that are on this list. The slideshow dimensions, I'm going to leave that at default and hit generate embed code. I'm going to scroll down again and click on this and then copy it to my clipboard. Now that it's copied to the clipboard, let's go find the page that actually has the slideshow on it. Let's go back and find out what page it was. It was actually on the welcome page at the bottom. So go back to my admin, click on content, and click on the welcome page to edit it. The slideshow is on the bottom. Let's erase that. And now you can see that there is no slideshow on the page. And I'll even come back here again and refresh the page and show you that the slideshow is gone. Go back to the editor and choose one text field and paste in that embed code that you copied earlier. I'm going to call this slideshow. I'm going to make the title invisible, and I'm going to center it. Add new content, and you'll see that it's at the top of the list. I actually want it to be on the bottom, so I'm going to use the arrow with the line to push it all the way down to the bottom of the page. You can see. And now let's go back to the page and hit refresh again and scroll down, and there's my slideshow, and it's going in order. When I click on it, it'll go to the link that I told it to go to, and that's about it. So in this lesson you learned how to upload images, and you also learned how to configure the slideshow. This is Billy McDaniel for Downeast Design.